One morning you wake up and something feels different. Not painful, not obvious, just quiet. A kind of silence in your body you can't explain, especially down there. The spark that used to greet you every morning is gone. You wait for it, but it never comes. At first, you tell yourself it's stress, maybe poor sleep, maybe age, but the feeling lingers, and deep down, a question starts to grow. Is this how it's going to be from now on? Let me tell you something. I've learned after decades of walking beside men over 60, that silence in your body isn't the end. It's a signal, a quiet whisper from your blood vessels, your hormones, and your strength asking for help. And the solution may be much simpler than you've been told. According to researchers at Tufts University, small changes in your daily diet can reignite circulation, boost hormone rhythm, and gently awaken what time has dulled. No pills, no embarrassment. Just one small change you can make today. If you've ever felt like something down there isn't listening anymore, leave a comment below. And if you want natural answers that speak to your age, subscribe to Stay With Me. If your body isn't responding like it used to, the first thing you need to know is this: you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't break it. You didn't fail. What's changing inside your body is something millions of men over 60 face quietly, silently, and often without any clear warning, especially down there. Most men are told that their strength fades because of age. But that's only a half truth. The real story begins with your blood vessels, not just your testosterone. You see, a healthy response down there relies almost entirely on one key process: blood flow. Not just any blood, but oxygen-rich blood that fills the chambers and keeps them firm, steady, and responsive. To make that happen, your body needs a gas called nitric oxide. This is the signal that tells your blood vessels to open wide, letting blood flow easily and fully. When you were younger, your body produced plenty of nitric oxide without effort. That's why your mornings felt energetic and automatic. But after age 60, that signal begins to fade. Not suddenly, but slowly, silently. The lining of your blood vessels becomes stiff. Tiny cracks begin to appear, and the production of nitric oxide drops significantly. Without it, even when your brain is ready, your body down there doesn't respond the same way. This can leave you feeling confused, frustrated, or disconnected from your own rhythm. But here's the good news. This process is not permanent. Your blood vessels can be repaired, your nitric oxide levels can be supported, and yes, your strength and identity as a man can return if you give your body the right message. Most doctors don't talk about this enough. They hand out pills and call it a day. But your body wasn't designed to depend on chemicals forever. It was built to function on its own when supported with the right tools. Nutrition, circulation, and small daily choices have the power to restore what time has dulled. So if you've been blaming yourself or thinking it's just age, stop right there. The real issue isn't your willpower. It's that your vascular system is asking for help. And in the next part, I'll show you a small natural food, one you've probably walked past 100 times at the store, that could gently wake up your body again. You've probably seen it before. A small green nut sitting quietly on a grocery shelf. You might have even passed by it 100 times without thinking twice. But what if I told you that this little nut, the pistachio, could be the gentle push your body needs to feel alive again, especially down there? Years ago, I came across a fascinating study out of Turkey. Researchers looked at a group of men struggling with mild to moderate issues related to male vitality. No medications, no surgeries. Just one daily change in their diet, a handful of unsalted pistachios. After only 3 weeks, something remarkable happened. Their blood flow improved, their confidence returned, and the silent struggle they had down there began to ease. That study echoed something I was already noticing in my clinic. Men in their 60-second and 70-second who added pistachios to their daily meals started reporting small but consistent changes. Not overnight, not dramatic, but real, like waking up with a stronger rhythm, feeling more present in their bodies, noticing that spark returning without trying so hard. So, what makes pistachios so special? First, they're packed with L-arginine, a natural amino acid that your body uses to create nitric oxide. And if you remember from earlier, nitric oxide is the gas that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let blood flow freely. That's the core of circulation, and it's the lifeline to your strength and confidence as a man. Second, pistachios contain plant sterols which help lower LDL bad cholesterol. When LDL drops, arteries become clearer, allowing blood to move through more easily, including blood down there. That means your body doesn't have to work as hard to respond when it needs to. Third, pistachios are rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, both of which help reduce inflammation and support hormone balance, especially testosterone. Think of it like tuning up an engine. The parts are still there. They just need the right oil, the right spark, and the right fuel. One of my patients, Mark, was 67 when he decided to give pistachios a try. He didn't expect much. They're just nuts, he said with a laugh. But after 2 weeks, he came into my office with a quiet smile. Doc, he said, I think something's waking up. That moment, that spark of recognition in his eyes, that's what this is all about. This isn't about miracle cures or magical thinking. It's about feeding your body what it's been missing day by day. Pistachios may be small, but they carry nutrients that speak directly to your circulation, hormone, rhythm, and male vitality. But as with any tool, how you use it matters. In the next part, I'll walk you through the 4 most common mistakes men make when adding pistachios and how to avoid them if you want the real benefits to stick. Adding pistachios to your day might sound simple, and it is. But as with any natural approach, the results only come when you do it right. Over the years, I've seen many men get excited to try this routine only to feel frustrated when nothing changes. Almost always, it comes down to one of 4 key mistakes. The first mistake is choosing the wrong kind of nut. Most people grab the ones that are salted, roasted in oil, or flavored with honey. These versions are packed with sodium-added sugars and unhealthy fats that cancel out the very benefits you're hoping for. What your body really needs are plain, dry, roasted, or raw pistachios, unsalted and unprocessed. Think clean, think natural. Your blood vessels will thank you. The second mistake is pairing healthy foods with harmful habits. You can't expect results if your meals are still full of processed oils, heavy alcohol, and refined sugars. Some men eat pistachios in the afternoon, then wash them down with beer and a greasy dinner. That's like planting seeds in poisoned soil. Your body down there can't grow strong when the foundation is weak. The third mistake is ignoring movement. Blood flow depends on circulation, and circulation depends on motion. If you sit for hours each day without standing, stretching, or walking, the nutrients from your pistachios don't have a chance to reach the areas that matter. Even a 10-minute walk after eating can make a difference over time. It's not about intense workouts, it's about small, consistent movement. And the fourth mistake, the most common one, is expecting overnight miracles. Some men eat pistachios for 3 days and expect their mornings to transform instantly. But this isn't a switch you flip. It's a signal you rebuild. The benefits come gradually as your blood vessels heal and your hormone rhythm improves. Patience isn't just helpful, it's necessary. The truth is, your body is doing its best to respond, but you have to give it the right conditions. You have to clear the path, not block it. When you combine the right food, the right habits, and a little daily consistency, things start to change. Slowly at first, then steadily. And often down there, you'll feel it before you even see it. Now that you know what to avoid, it's time to understand why pistachios work so well, not just on the surface, but deep inside your biology. In the next section, I'll show you the circulation blueprint behind this powerful little nut. When I explain how pistachios actually work, most men stop looking for quick fixes and start understanding their own biology. They begin to see that this isn't about chasing results, it's about restoring what was quietly lost. And once that idea sinks in, everything changes. You see, every healthy response down there starts with a single event, a signal from the brain that tells your blood vessels to relax. That relaxation is controlled by a gas your body makes naturally. It's called nitric oxide, and it's what allows blood to flow into the places that matter. Without it, even when desire is there, your body can't follow through. Here's where pistachios come in. They're rich in a compound called L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce more nitric oxide. Think of it like fuel for a message your blood vessels need to hear. Open up, let the blood in, let life return to this part of the body. But that's just the beginning. Pistachios also contain phytosterols, which help lower LDL cholesterol, the kind that clogs arteries and slows blood movement. When your arteries are clearer, blood can travel more easily through your system, including to the smallest and most sensitive blood vessels down there. That's important because the vascular system in that area is incredibly delicate. It needs smooth, flexible vessels and strong nitric oxide signaling to function well. If those pathways are blocked or inflamed, even slightly things feel off. You may notice delays, weaker responses, or a quietness where energy used to be. Pistachios also carry antioxidants, which help reduce internal inflammation, one of the silent enemies of healthy circulation. Inflammation causes the walls of your arteries to stiffen. Over time, this limits the body's ability to respond naturally. By reducing that stiffness, you create more room for blood to move more easily and more fully. And don't forget the healthy fats in pistachios. These support hormone production, especially the male hormones that fuel energy, focus, and strength. When your body produces enough of these hormones and your blood can deliver them properly, you feel more alive. You feel more like yourself again. Everything in your system is connected. Blood flow, hormones, energy, confidence, it's all one rhythm. And when pistachios are used the right way, they feed every part of that rhythm. That's what makes them special. Not because they're exotic or expensive, but because they carry the exact nutrients your aging body quietly asks for. I've seen men in their 60-second, 70-second, and even 80-second begin to feel a shift after just a few weeks. Not a miracle, but a return to natural function. They stop worrying, they stop guessing, and they start trusting their body again. Now that you understand what's happening inside your blood vessels and hormones, it's time to talk about how to use pistachios correctly, when to eat them, how much, and how to build this into your life every day. Let's make it simple, sustainable, and real. When it comes to natural healing, consistency matters more than perfection. That's why I always tell my patients to start small and stick with it. The good news is pistachios are one of the easiest habits to build into your life. No prep, no equipment, just one handful a day. Most men do well with 1 to 2 ounces daily. That's about a small handful of plain pistachios, unsalted, dry, roasted, or raw. You don't need to overdo it. This isn't about flooding your body. It's about feeding what's already inside you gently and regularly. The best time to eat them is usually in the afternoon, either as a midday snack or just before dinner. That's when your energy may dip and your body is ready for a gentle nutrient boost. Pair them with a tall glass of water and, if possible, go for a short walk right after. Even 10 minutes of light movement helps those nutrients reach the places that matter, especially down there. Do this daily. Don't skip, don't rush. Just one handful, one walk, one glass of water. You may not feel anything on day 1, but by week 2 or 3, something starts to shift. A stronger rhythm, a little more spark. A quiet return of something familiar. And what surprises most men isn't just the physical change, it's what happens inside their confidence. In the next part, I'll show you how this small habit leads to something much deeper. There's a moment that happens with many men. It doesn't come with fireworks or dramatic music. It arrives quietly, like the first time in a long time you wake up and realize something down there feels familiar again. It might not be perfect, but it's there. Present, alive. That feeling goes beyond the body. It reaches something deeper, something many men don't talk about. I've seen it in the way they sit taller in the chair, the calm in their voice, the steady look in their eyes. They're not just regaining a physical response, they're reconnecting with who they are. For many men, that quiet return becomes a turning point, a moment when they stop seeing themselves as broken or past their prime. They start walking differently, smiling more, caring about their health in a way they haven't in years. It's not about ego. It's about identity. It's about the part of you that says, I'm still here. I still work. I still matter. I've had patients tell me their energy returned not just physically, but mentally. They felt sharper, more engaged. Some even said they were more affectionate with their partner, more playful, more present. And it all started with something as simple as a small green nut and the belief that healing was possible. This isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about looking in the mirror and feeling proud of what's coming back. That quiet strength, the kind no one else sees but you feel in your chest, that's what real change looks like. That's what natural recovery sounds like down there and all throughout your body. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this: aging is real, but decline is not destiny. Your body hasn't stopped working. It's been waiting for the right message, the right care, the right moment. You haven't lost your strength. It's just been sleeping. You haven't lost your spark down there. It's just been waiting to be noticed. And sometimes it only takes a small act, like adding a handful of pistachios each day to begin the process of return. We've talked about how pistachios support nitric oxide, reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and fuel hormone balance. We've seen how one simple daily step can quietly restore energy, rhythm, and identity in ways that feel natural and lasting. But even more important than the science is the truth I see in real life. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond who thought their best days were behind them until they made one small shift. And that shift didn't just wake up their body, it woke up their pride, their motivation, their quiet confidence. So if you've ever looked in the mirror and wondered if it's too late, hear this clearly: it's not too late. You're not too far gone. And yes, your body still listens. Start small. Start now. But most of all, start believing again. If this message speaks to your experience, leave a comment below or subscribe for more natural tools made just for men like you. We're in this together.